The 4 most overlooked and free ways to tighten skin and lift your sagging face. What do I see in my clinic that people are missing? So my patients often believe that sagging skin, that it's just an inevitable part of aging. And if you do, you're missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. Today, I'm going to break down 4 absolutely overlooked but science-backed methods that tighten and lift your skin naturally. Now, they're completely free. And yes, I get as excited as you to give away free things. I know you like to see me dance, but we gotta move on in this video. Your time is valuable. And I have actually a recipe in this video for you, so you'll want to make that and start using it. These aren't just skincare tips, they're physiological hacks that work with your body, not against it. That's the key here. And you don't want to overlook number 4 that I'm going to tell you about. It's going to change the way you start your mornings forever. And yeah, even I have mornings where I don't want to wake up. Look, I got that spot lasered off. I want to crawl back into bed, but we all have those. But look, hop out into the sun. It makes it all better. Because how you start your day is absolutely key. It sets the stage. Oh, and by the way, I'm at 990,000 subscribers. So click the subscribe button. 68%, that's so high. 68% of you watch these videos, but you don't subscribe. Subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you more free information. And of course, share this video with your friends. They'll appreciate it. It's like sharing fries, except no one has to fight over the last one. It's evergreen. Number 1, the jawline workout that you're ignoring. The jawline's so important. You see, if you have a strong jawline, a firm one, most often you're going to see a youthful face, chewing resistance. You see, your face has muscles, and like any other muscle, they shrink if they aren't used, and that's the key here. You remember my video on creatine and sarcopenia? That happens not only in the body, but also on the face. Think of sarcopenia in simple terms as a loss of muscle tissue as a natural part of the aging process. So that is natural. But chewing tougher foods strengthens the masseter muscle. And that's the primary jaw muscle right here that's responsible for definition. Look at it on people that you know that you think are attractive or have held their youth, look younger than they should. Check out their masseter. And by the way, right about now, you're wondering, why hasn't anyone talked to you about face muscles before? Simply, there's no money to be made. Big aesthetic companies can't make money off of muscles in the face or your local clinic. No gatekeeping here today, because did you know that 25% of your face volume is what? It's muscle. What do face fillers do? They add volume. So think of this as your natural face filler. Ignoring jaw muscles is like skipping leg day at the gym. Gravity eventually wins. Oh, and I know what you're now going to say. Why do we Botox them? Because Botox is going to shrink the muscle. That's the only thing it does. It doesn't build collagen. Why are we putting Botox in the face when it's going to shrink those muscles that we want to build? Well, that's a totally separate video, but that's for face slimming. That's why we do Botox. And there's evidence that it might harm the jawbone. So when you slow the muscle movement down, you don't get pull on the tendons, and then you don't get pull on the bone doesn't see resistance, and it ages. Here you go. The combined effects of botulinum toxin injection and hind limb unloading on bone and muscle. Here you go. We found an indirect effect of Botox, decreasing the bone mineral density, and of course you're going to get deficits in muscle mass and the bone architecture relative to untreated controls. So obviously you stop what? The pull on the tendon on the muscle, and you decrease bone density. Unwanted side effects no one tells you about. So it's so complex. That's what I study at the congresses and why I'm on all those panels and ad boards. Thus, I only Botox the masseter muscle in very specific cases. That's a whole separate video we can do later if you want. The science, a 2018 study in PLUS ONE found that chewing resistance training increased facial muscle thickness, leading to a more sculpted appearance. Here's the kicker. Ancient humans had significantly wider and stronger jawlines, Why? Because of their food supply. They chewed unprocessed, fibrous foods daily. They had to chew a lot more in essence. So you see, the modern diet of soft foods, well, it literally has changed the shape of our kids' faces. And then, of course, when they get braces, teeth are pulled and that affects the jawline. Look at this picture. You can see in an ancient jawline, they had a wider masseter area, a stronger jawline, and the evolution of the face to now. Look here, you can see an ancient woman from Romania, and that's on the left side. And you can look at the bite pattern here. And then on the right, you see a Bronze Age man from Austria, and there's a slight overbite. You can see the jawline has evolved over time. So what can you do? Swap soft foods for chewy, fibrous options. Think raw carrots, celery, and nuts. Opt for a ribeye, bone in, like the tomahawk I posted in the community section of this channel, as opposed to maybe a softer filet mignon. Try mastic gum. You can see it here. The resin is 10 times harder than regular gum and can build a jawline muscle over time. Number 2. Now, ignoring this one's like baking a cake and forgetting the eggs. Good luck making it hold together without the key ingredient. You see, if you use skincare, face devices, even Botox and fillers, you don't hydrate. Everything sinks, sags, and crinkles. Think of this like a natural filler, but not just any water will do. That's the top mistake I see my patients making. They're drinking just ultra-filtered, even worse, water. And that's problematic. Sure, you're peeing all day, but you need more. You need minerals, right? Now, right about now, you're going to say, Rajani, I got you, minerals. And I place table salt in my water. The truth is, regular table salt is stripped of minerals, while Himalayan salt contains over 80 trace minerals, including key ones, magnesium, calcium, and potassium. And they help your cells retain the hydration. The cells plump up. Retention is key. It's not just water that goes through your body, but into your cells. Sodium helps pull water into the cells as well, and that keeps them elastic. You see, dry skin ages faster than an avocado. One day you're fine, the next it's a disaster. Someone, in fact, told me to refrigerate them in water. These avocados, they last longer. Let me know if that one works. I haven't tried it yet. So, here's your exact recipe to make Himalayan salt. An electrolyte drink. If you don't want to buy my ElectroGLO, you can make this one at home or even alternate them. Here's what you want. 16 ounces of filtered water. That's 500 mLs. A quarter teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. That provides your essential electrolytes. Then a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. That's rich in vitamin C for collagen production. Optional here, a half teaspoon of raw honey. I know some of you are sugar addicted. You like the sugar, you want a little bit of flavor, or you won't drink it. And also keep in mind, honey is antibacterial and antiviral effects. So I don't mind. Add a little bit of fresh honey. Now, if you want to opt for my ElectroGLO, that also is going to contain silica, hyaluronic acid. Yeah, hyaluronic acid like the filler that we put in faces, but this is supplement form. It's a huge antioxidant. And I put keratin in there for hair and nails. But if you're using my ElectroGLO, take it when you want an energy boost, like pre-workout or for that midday lull, because I added Panax ginseng. Better than an espresso. Why? You get the energy with that ginseng, but you don't get the jitters like you do with an espresso. For the first 50 customers today, I put a link below for a free ocean bottle with your purchase of the ElectroGLO. I'll put it in the more info section and pin it to the comments. Now, the science here. A 2015 study in clinical, cosmetic, and investigational dermatology found that increasing water take significantly improved skin elasticity and hydration. Electrolytes help water reach skin cells faster and retain moisture longer than water alone. Number 3, DIY, do it yourself, face toning. As I said, your face has muscles. Train them or they sag. But it also has lymphatics, and the drainage suffers when we get muscle loss. So the muscles help the lymphatics move along. And when you get that sarcopenia that I talked about naturally with age, your lymphatics don't drain naturally as well. Plus, if you're getting fillers or even biostimulators to a less extent, that blocks the lymphatics to a degree. Loss of muscle, then loss of drainage, then loss of contours. It all adds up, right? Think of it like makeup contouring, but in this case, with actual results. Study backed? Yeah. A 2018 study in JAMA Dermatology found that daily face exercises, led to visibly firmer skin and lifted cheeks in 20 weeks. Facial massage increases circulation. We often talk about it. That's why we cold shower. You get that circulation or the hypercirculation afterwards. Again, well studied. But yeah, it led to an increase in circulation and collagen production. Collagen production, you heard me right. And of course, that reduces what? Sag, the theme of the video. You can take this one step further with something called Gua Sha. It's a popular practice, an ancient Chinese practice, in fact, and mewing. Mewing's another one. Comment below if you mew. Now, I got a complete video on mewing, but for those without the time, here is the short version of how to mew. Step 1, close your mouth and slightly press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Step 2, your entire tongue, not just the tip of it, should be engaged, almost as if you're trying to suction it upwards. Step 3, keep your lips together but relaxed and breathe through your nose. Step 4, maintain this posture throughout the day, off and on. It trains your jawline to sit tighter, prevents sagging over time, and really it works best in those under 25. But again, watch my complete video. If you're not within that age range, I give you a lot of tips there. But Gua Sha, you did hear me right. It's easy, and it's even easier because I made a free 12-chapter course. I'm going to pin that to the comment section and put it in the more information section below this video so you have easy access. But you can even go to store.rajanimd.com, click on school. I got a ton of free stuff, courses and things that you can do at home if you're not into buying skincare or other devices, or more importantly, you want to use this with those because combinations win the day. For the first 50 people today, if you purchase the Gua Sha device, you get a free HydraOil face oil. This can be used with or without Gua Sha. Pin that link to the top of the comment section and put it in the more info below. Number 4, well, sleeping on your face is like ironing wrinkles into your skin. Not what we want to do. Think of this one as Botox's broke as in no money, best friend. It's cheap, it's effective, slightly questionable face taping. And I know some of you don't believe in it. That's why I say questionable. But there's one huge reason why. For it to work, you need to use face tape on dynamic lines, not solo collagen lines. A dynamic line is, say, the glabella, the frown area here, or the forehead when you raise your eyebrows up. Maybe eye lines as well, because you have orbicularis oculi, that muscle that crinkles over here. That's a dynamic line. A solo collagen line is, say, a cheek wrinkle. Yeah, there's a bit of muscle over here. And you have, of course, the risorius muscle, your zygomaticus muscles that pull. But these are mainly static lines. So face tape's not going to work where there's just full collagen loss, because that's the problem. But where there's dynamic lines where you might frown at night and the lines get it etched into the skin, I'd say. Or you know how you're in your pillow and you lie on the side and you get those lines that go like this? Comment below if you have those. Those are tough ones. That's where face tape comes in. And I'm just telling you because I see it in patients in my practice, but how about science? Well, in 2022, so that's just a few years ago here, it was a study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology found that face taping helped reduce dynamic wrinkles and even improve skin smoothness over 8 weeks. There's some science here. Here's exactly how I would use it for maximal lift. Firstly, apply just a strip of, say, medical grade tape. You can use physiotherapy tape as an example, or you can buy special frown line type of tape. Put it in your frown lines and your forehead just before you go to bed. If it's the jawline area, and it's not going to work as good around here, but what you want to do is tape it from the earlobe towards the chin for an upward tension effect. You want to pair that with hydrating oils like grapeseed or squalane before bed for maximal glow. And the tape may not stick, depending on the type of tape you have, if your skin's too moist. A common problem people have My HydraGLO is a face oil. It's a combination including squalane, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, argan, rosehip, and vitamin E. But I developed it for Gua Sha, but it can be used as a standalone too. What I recommend is alternate. So you're going to use your face tape a few times a week and then your face oil a few times a week, because the oil just will affect the stickiness of the tape. Another option is just you can do your Gua Sha routine in the evening and then maybe an hour or two before bed. Then the oil would have had time to kind of sink in, and then you put the tape on. Then it will stick if you wait a couple hours. Now, these 4 hacks are free, and I do have a complete video all on face tape if you want more information. But let me know which one surprised you the most. And here's my complete video on Gua Sha. I'll link my free course in the more information section below. And also down here is a video fully on face taping. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.